Hi there, Libra. Happy Valentine's Day. Um, so, in the midst of the astrology now and what's going on with a lot of the other signs, um, well, we're going to talk about that in a moment. Let's talk about the Lenormand first out of the gate. We've got the star, the clouds, the tower, the house, and the anchor. So, what this pretty much says is that you have, like many people, a dream of being married and having a happy home, but you haven't gotten that yet, and you're feeling uncertain about whether the dream is going to come true, and you're feeling a little isolated and lonely because you haven't found it yet. So, this is a typical, um, singles Valentine's message, which you are the first out of all the signs to come up with this. I mean, everyone else is like, there are only like two or three signs that are in established relationships or new relationships, um, and they have their problems still, but everyone else, Libra, is going through it in terms of love. So I want to start this by telling you that not, there's only a very, very small number of the collective that's really enjoying this dream of yours that that you have in your heart. Um, so if you haven't seen your astrology yet, I would have a look. I have um, a very concise video on it. I mean, you could go look at the astrologers, but they're going to present you with a whole lot. I kind of try to whittle it down to what's most important for the year. Um, so anyway, have a look at your. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments down below. Um, and you'll see that this is a year of entering a new paradigm and building a new life for oneself, which really involves being on one's own, right? Because this is about building a new life for oneself. And a lot of this is discarding the old, including relationships, and preparing for new ones. Okay, so I'm setting the stage for you here because you really need to, because I'm addressing this tower, this feeling of loneliness that you have. That, I'm saying all this to say that you're not alone and that it's temporary. So, and to not give up on this dream because, you have this dream for a reason. It's going to come. You deserve it, and it is on your path, but you're going to have to climb over some boulders first, you know, and do a little bit of building. What do we got, Spirit, for Libra? And Libra, you guys were like born to love. That's Look at you. 10 of Cups. Is this supposed to be reversed though? It is supposed to be reversed. Okay. So don't get upset, Libra. You do have a Ten of Cups here, regardless of whether it's reversed or not. Let's get one more card for this row. Two of Pentacles. Absolutely makes sense. What else we got, Spirit? And you got the Wheel of Fortune right next to the Ten of Cups. So this is reassuring already. It's going to be okay, Libra. You just have to be patient. What else we got, Spirit? Okay, that makes sense as well. What else we got, Spirit? The deck feels pretty good in my hands, Libra. Some, you know, the if there's a blockage, I'll feel it while I'm shuffling. I don't feel any blockages. This is just a matter of waiting. Let's see. King of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Wands for sure. Temperance, yes. Okay. So the top row here, I didn't assign any meanings or intentions to any of these slots here. I just pulled the cards and read them. But what I see that Spirit's done here is on top has really talked about your attitude and your approach towards life and your whole love situation. And the bottom is, this is what Spirit is observing, and this is what Spirit is telling you. So, what Spirit is observing is the King of Swords, which the first thing, especially, I love this deck because, the gold foil deck, it'll illuminate things depending on what position you are to the card. And from where I'm sitting, this and the way the light is shining on it, this butterfly is illuminated right above his head. And it's talking about your spiritual growth in progress, right? But then the King of Swords can talk about somewhat of your mood, like you're not in the best of moods. Your attitude towards your romantic life or lack thereof, where you're kind of bitter about it. Um, which he is upright, so it's not that much of a problem, but it does present a block, and he's coming out first too. So this is really Spirit is really saying, listen, you really need to examine your your view of your path and that you shouldn't be this way. Um, so hopefully by the time we're finished with this video, Libra, you'll feel better about it. And I hope that you leave this video with hope. Um, because the situation is not as bad as you're feeling that it is. Um, this is you like, oh, I've dated around and done everything that that I could to find a relationship, and I'm still not there yet. This is impatience. Here we have 10 of Cups, which is your focus on your lack of the 10 of Cups. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune here right next to the 10 of Cups, which says that it's coming. And there's some light of hope somewhere inside of you, Libra, that you know this, but you're just kind of naturally exhausted on the path. Like, when is it coming already? You know? But you haven't lost hope, so that's good. Here, you're trying your best, Two of Pentacles. You're trying your best to manage that attitude, and you're trying to be as optimistic as you can, despite, all of the ups and downs you're going through, which is good, Libra. Now, right under the King of Swords, you have Justice, which is so fitting in this reading. You have two people on a throne. This is you on your throne with a sword. This is the universe on its throne or God on his throne with a sword, too. This is kind of like God saying, put your sword down. I got this. I have not forgotten about you. You just have to be patient and trust me. This justice is all about fate. That you have to trust that what's for you will come to you. Temperance again is very much mirroring the Two of Pentacles and how they're encouraging you to maintain this optimistic, this little bit of optimism that you're cultivating. Um, that you should focus on this optimism and do your best to continue to grow it, because it's going to get you to your 10 of Cups a little faster, or at least, I don't know about a little faster, but at least it'll prevent you from slowing the progression. It's kind of the opposite. Don't create blockages for yourself that's going to delay your progress on your road to the 10 of Pentacles, because I mean your 10 of Cups, so to be very clear, this 10 of Cups is going to turn upward. You have Strength reversed, which is your doubt and your faith that's waning. Again, all of this here is talking about your faith, the first three cards. And now you have progressed on to the Knight of Cups, which is under the Wheel of Fortune, that talks about, your knight on the white horse is coming. You have to be patient. The magician says that you need to alchemize his arrival. And that is working on yourself and focusing on yourself, which is, by the way, instructions for the entire collective. Again, if you saw my video for the year, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go have a look. You're going to see really what this magician is about. There's a whole lot of construction that needs to go on this year before this Knight of Cups enters. And see, the Knight of Cups is facing the magician. He's moving towards the magician. You need to slip into this role of the magician for the Knight of Cups to appear. Okay, so let's get some clarity. It's a beautiful reading, Libra. I would say this is definitely top three for Valentine's Day. The universe has some beautiful gifts and surprises for you coming. Believe that. So, the Six of Pentacles has been coming out quite a bit lately in the readings. And it's been very, very descriptive in many ways. It's taken on many meanings. For you, this is about being sure that you, again, keep your optimism and be careful that you're not closing your heart off. All right, so the Six of Pentacles, it looks like this man is giving away coins. This almost never means that type of philanthropy. This is more generosity of spirit, of your time, of your attitude, that kind of thing. This is just a metaphor for being generally open. So this is about not turning people away when they show interest to you and that kind of thing. Be sure that you don't miss your Knight of Cups, right? Your Knight of Cups, to be clear, I don't think he's that close right now, but this is a getting ready and the nurturing your heart and making sure that your heart is not hardening so that when he does arrive, you recognize him. Yeah. Some of you are feeling like the clock is ticking, and I know what that feels like. And you think about it a lot. You're looping about it and thinking, like how much longer I've waited for such a long time, and keeps you up at night type thing. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. What more do you want? And look how telling that is that it came out right in this position between the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You have Ten of Pentacles here. This is confirmation that what you are dreaming of is meant for you. It is destined for you. You will have it. Okay. Also, very interesting. We've got the keep your heart open, but now we've got the Seven of Swords that's like, be careful for unsavory characters too. Don't give your heart away so quickly, you know? So this is keeping an even keel between the two, like the Queen of Cups is coming to mind now, and I'm surprised that she didn't come out. You know what? Let's put it this way. The Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords equals the Queen of Cups. This is being sure not to harden your heart, but make sure that it's not too open to anyone and everyone. Be selective about your suitors type thing. And that's exactly what the Queen of Cups is. Okay. So I don't know that we need any more tarot, right? No. Okay. What are we doing for Claire advice? Roses in love. What do we got here? Ooh, I loved you more than I let on. These are your past relationships. The Seven of Swords might be talking about these past relationships too. Don't go backward. Don't listen to this. If they loved you that much, they would have let on. They would have let you know. If they were that broken, Libra, I'm not going to waste my breath. You know what I'm talking about. They're behind you for a reason. How about that? I'm coming in to show you a better version of me. Ay, ay, ay. Good Lord. No one understands me like you do. Libra, no. Can't make that a choice for you, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm that kind of person. I just can't. It drives me crazy to see people falling for things like this. Because, by the way, I'm one of those people. It's happened to me quite a bit. So I'm like, no, don't, don't go there. Okay, let's. Are we entertaining this at all? Spirit's like, no. Okay. Justin's temperance and strength reversed can definitely speak to these cards as well. So, messages from the universe? No. Okay. I don't know how long ago this relationship was. Not that it really matters, but, well, it matters in the way that, I'm wondering how fresh this, your regrets or your memories or whatever, love is for this. Because the fresher, the more difficult it is for you to resist. Um, all I have to say really about that is don't put yourself through another karmic cycle because that's what's going to happen if you go back to this. And I also know that it can be very, especially when you feel vulnerable and lonely in this position, that it can seem really, these overtures here can seem very appealing and tempting for you to go back to, you know, because when you're feeling like this, you really want to slip back into a cozy, familiar relationship, and it's going to feel real good, delicious with the love bombs, for the first, what, few weeks, and then it's going to turn into a tower again. Like, don't do that. And it's going to hurt even worse, and it's going to be like, opening the wound even wider and, worse than it was before. So, happiness is my birthright. This is exactly what this is saying over here. It's coming. My energy creates my reality, right? We were talking about that. What I focus on is what I will manifest, right? This is the strength upside down, 10 of cups upside down. We talked about this. What your attitude will directly affect your progression and the velocity on your path. you know you can really halt your progress by you know wallowing in this energy here of the 10 of wands and the king of swords, where you're just exhausted and bitter. I am the loving energy of the universe. Yeah, see, that's the magician. If you embody this, you're putting your foot on the accelerator. My fearless freedom lights up the world, lights up your path as well. You have the choice of being bitter or optimistic. And I know this is like saying the same thing over and over again. Okay. Now you know, Libra, that it is coming. It's coming. Now just get to work on your heaven on earth. I don't know if you might be going through a dark night. That might be what the tower is. There needs to be some self care, some introspection, right? Some hermit mode that you need to go through. Whatever else is going on in your life, um, not to, promote myself. Of course, I want my channel to be successful, but I'm here to in the trenches with you guys. So maybe if you haven't seen my other videos, look at the January, February video. There's a March video coming, or may have already been, no, it's coming. We'll walk through this dark night and, path together and see how we can, you know, speed things up. Like I said, put your foot on the accelerator instead of the brake. Okay? So I think that's it for the messages. Happy Valentine's Day. Go take a nice, relaxing bath. Maybe order yourself in a nice meal or something and, be nice to yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Nurture yourself. And then someone will come soon who's there to nurture you. I love you, Libra. Love, light, and many blessings to you.